Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it don't work without you guys. So let's get open for business here. Let's wake up the football gods. Wake up. And it is Tuesday. And as you can see by that clock right there, we have 3 days, 7 hours, 59 minutes, and 50 seconds until the end of tagging players. 4 p.m. on Thursday. Then we have free agency beginning on Monday, or legal tampering, I should say. So there's not a whole lot of time. We will be part of free agent frenzy literally this time next week. Players will be going left and right and everything else. But before I get into everything else, let me go ahead and put this out there that the NFL, per Adam Schefter, the NFL is in contact with the World Health Organization and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the NFL and NFLPA experts at the Duke Infection Controls Outreach Network. And for now, no changes in plans for their annual meeting or the draft. Okay, so they're having a meeting in Florida later this month, um, and the draft, of course, remains in place at the moment. So that's some news. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to be going and things. This whole thing is kind of a fluid situation, so you don't know. I mean, when you hear about Italy literally locking down the whole country and the panic that's sweeping, um, I'm not trying to minimize this. Like I said, I almost died from a flushing bacteria back in '94. My dad had the flu 2 years ago and spent a week in the hospital with pneumonia and came close to dying from it. So this is real. But I'm actually happy that yesterday, for once, I finally saw something that you usually don't see. You know, you see there's 105,000 people that are infected with disease. You know, you see 3,000 and some odd people have died. And a lot of people have the impression that if you get the virus that you will die. Don't think that I'm minimizing it because there are a lot of people that are dying. But for the first time, I finally saw a number that said 60,000 have recovered. It sounds a little bit better when you hear, oh, of the 105,000 that have already had it, 60,000 are okay. They're done. So that means 3,000 and some died. 60,000 have already gotten better. So there's that. Now that's not to say that this can't spread. And elderly people, my we built a handicap ramp yesterday for some people. Then he was supposed to be getting out of the nursing home to go back home. They've locked down the nursing home. There's no visitors. Ain't nobody who's not supposed to be there being able to go there. So this stuff is serious, and I'm not minimizing it. But wash your hands. If you're not sure, wash them again. Okay. Stop shaking hands for now. And I don't know. People are like, oh, I'll do the elbow. Well, aren't they telling us to sneeze in your elbow? Oh, here you go. Just don't touch. Don't worry. Don't hug right now. Don't touch each other's hands. Just be careful, okay? And to all you people that said don't go to Vegas because you're old, all right. So last night we did our live stream. I am looking for Dallas Cowboy fan for life, who definitely is one of the Law Nation supporters. He ended up winning our football rack last night. Bam. He ended up winning this bad boy, so we're looking for him. I'm still looking for Young Wilson. I'm looking for Eric Freeman and Rob Collins. All those are winner chicken dinners. Email me at cowboysmark94 gmail so that way I can get your prizes out to you. Okay, so last night on our live stream, it was lively last night. We had a lot of you guys in here. I got a surprise phone call from Dak Prescott's uncle, Philip Ebarb. Okay, Philip, if you don't know, is uh, Dak's mother's brother. He helped raise Dak, and he put a lot of information out there last night. I'm going to go ahead and take that out of the live stream so we can have that separated so you can just watch that if you want to watch it. And one of the things he said is a lot of you think you know, but you don't know Jack. And that seems to be the theme going around right now because Tom Brady has said the exact same thing. He said, it's being reported and people are saying they know what I'm going to know. They don't know shit. That's what he said. Nobody knows. You can speculate, you can guess, you can dream, you can do all that, but nobody knows because there's only a couple people that know. And it seems like more and more of this frustration from people because one of the 49er wide receivers, it was reported that he wanted $4 or $5 million more than what the 49ers wanted to offer him. And he's like, y'all don't know crap and you're reporting stuff that's not true. And this is a sad thing. And I've kind of talked about this myself a few times because here's the thing. If you're trying to figure out who's going to be Super Bowl champions, who's going to win next week, what the point spread's going to be, what teams are going to be good, which ones are going to be bad, which draft pick is going to be a bust, and which one's going to be a Hall of Famer. That is an educated guess or just a guess. You can understand about getting stuff like that wrong. But it's a totally different thing when you report something and you really are just kind of speculating and you have no idea. Because technically, teams aren't supposed to be letting you know who they're targeting. That's tampering. Because until free agency begins, which is Monday, they still belong to those teams. And that's tampering. So we've heard Mike Farello, who's talking about the deal that was offered to Dak. I don't know if that was or wasn't the actual deal, if that is the numbers and so on. But we also have to put in context that this is the same guy who originally said that there was a Dez Bryant, or there might be a Dez Bryant tape out there that's 10 times worse than Ray Rice. And that started off a whole firestorm. And the sad part is there was no, actually the great part is there was no tape. But the damage is already done because in people's minds they're thinking, Dez Bryant, he's beating women. There's a tape out there of them doing. Never showed up. No witnesses. Nothing to it. Never heard an apology. So this is silly season right now for football. There's a lot of things that are speculation, a lot of things that are guess, a lot of things are just thrown out there just to go ahead and get you to click. So understand, check, double check, and triple check before you make up your mind on something. Um, a lot of times it'll be a narrative that is set up to put fear in you or to cause a reaction or cause you to be appalled so that way you talk about it. It's no longer about credibility and about getting the story right. It's about getting the clicks. And I hate that myself because it's like when you go buy an airline ticket. You see, $249 for flight to Las Vegas. Oh, great. Let me click on that. Oh, well, that's before you actually have a seat. And if you want to have a carry-on bag, you can't do that. And you're going to be boarding like, at double Z. That's your group, double Z. So if you want to go ahead and be able to actually have a seat and be sure that you can get on the flight, well, that's going to be another $100. You know what? Just tell me like it is. Give me the straight facts, okay? You don't need to make up some bullshit. Let's get this stuff straight. So we're going to see what we're going to see. We got Dak and Amari and the Cowboys. It seems to be, or it appear to be, from reports that we're hearing, that they're actually close on both of these deals. What I'm hearing as far as Dak goes is it's the difference of the Cowboys want a longer deal, Dak wants a shorter deal, and its amount of guaranteed money. Allegedly, the Cowboys have offered 105 million guaranteed. Um, at this point, you got Jared Goff at 110. Why not go ahead and just say, hey, We'll give you 111 guaranteed. And call it a day and be done with this thing. We got 3 days, 7 hours, and 50 minutes to go. And then you won't be able to use that tag. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, as always, thank you guys for being here. Um, at some point today, I've got to do a test on the new camera here um, for the battery life, and I need to live stream, and it's like somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of battery time. So we're probably going to set up the camera someplace, and it's just going to be on, and we'll see how long it goes. I will, of course, talk to you guys later. See you soon.